want to say.
Thank you. Anybody else? Yes, sir.
Ryan Clark, disciple of Jesus Christ, residing in Grants Pass, Oregon. I come with grave news today. Since we last spoke, almost 400 babies are known to have been murdered in Oregon. Those murdered in Grants Pass are likely not even included in that count because the chemical abortions are not accurately recorded. Since we first spoke in March 6th, over 4,500 babies are known to have been murdered in Oregon. Let us take a moment in silence in memory of the death of the preborn image bearers of God. With those numbers in mind, I represent a group that God has called together to bring his law and gospel into conflict with abortion and to stand at the very gates of hell. On site, standing outside on the sidewalk, looking down at Planned Parenthood, the weighty reality of what we are doing sinks in. Babies are murdered here. Moms and dads walk in as parents of a living baby and walk out as parents of a dead baby. This is not easy. In the midst of this, I have strived to be faithful to the task of rescuing babies and preaching the gospel, right at the same time, respecting the boundaries that law enforcement place on us. I am there consistently calling out to parents. I am there checking in on the saints and providing guidance to new folks as they join our service. Last Thursday, I looked down the street and I see the Grants Pass police harassing a young lady with a stroller because her faithfulness to Christ has placed her on the sidewalk, pleading for the unborn. A young mother with a child in a stroller was harassed by police. In fact, she was told she would be cited with obstructing the sidewalk if she did not put the stroller on the curb by the cars driving down the street with the child in it. I consider myself to have a good relationship with law enforcement, so you can see why this scene would cut to the quick. We stood on the sidewalk directly in front of a taxpayer-funded facility that murders babies. Security showed up and told us that we had to leave. Police confirmed, so we moved to the sidewalk 20 yards away. We used our constitutionally protected rights to both speak and be heard. We amplified our voice to reach that murderous facility. Law enforcement arrived to tell us that we can't use amplification, so I switched to a plastic cone in order to be in compliance. Then I was told I can't use a plastic cone. Last Thursday I show up, there's a green mesh protecting Planned Parenthood from us speaking to them over a parking lot. I view and witness a man getting charged with disorderly conduct because he can't help but cry out to babies, trying to speak to people down there while the facility doing the killing was safe and protected. At every turn, city ordinances and law enforcement are placing obstacles preventing us from defending life. In this, the city is currently protecting the murder of babies while opposing those who stand against it. Do you see now why you perhaps have been placed in this position of authority for a time such as this? Help us save babies.
Thank you. Anybody else? Yes.